I'm sorry if I'm dipping throughout the video. I'm really sorry. It's just Friday night, just chilling here at the shop, pretty much just chilling here, and just got music going, drinking, you know. So sorry if y'all see me dipping. Y'all know I don't like to do it a lot on camera, but y'all know how it is. Sometimes it happens. So yeah. So what's going on, guys? So y'all already see the outside again. Y'all already know what time it is. It's time for another part install. So I got both four-wheelers in here. You know, the Big Bear, old Brutus, both of them. Even to be a almost 30-year-old four-wheeler, runs like a damn champ though. It really does. Then of course y'all already know how Brutus run. That motherfucker run good as hell. But anyways, so we're gonna do a little part install on both. I've got brakes and something special for the Brute and an oil change. Get to that in a second. I've got lift and an oil change on the Big Bear if possible. So I got 2 oil changes, something special for the Brute, brakes, and then a lift for the Big Bear and an oil change. So now it's just time to decide on which one I want to do first. I think I might start with Brutus. So here we go. All right, so we're starting on Brutus first because I'm hoping that's gonna be the easiest. Let's hope that's the easiest. So let me explain what's going on. So a couple videos ago, well, should be the video before this. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. Y'all always know I record early. But anyways, so well, actually, when this happened, it's been like 3-4 rides ago. So 3-4 rides ago, I broke. Let me whip out my phone so you can see. It's kind of dark in hell. So you can see I broke my floorboard. So that happened a couple rides ago. That happened a couple rides ago. I've just been kind of dealing with it. But as you can see, the cut literally right next to a coolant line, so it kind of hits that, as you can tell. So your boy finally got what I have been wanting, which is, of course, y'all see the Wild Boar box. I know y'all know what that is. That's metal right there, boy. That's some metal. Now, I'm pretty sure if you haven't figured it out by now, I have finally invested in the Wild Boar floorboards. So, I've invested in some Wild Boar floorboards to get rid of the crack, because that crack is really, really bad. And I'm afraid that I might go to turn the wheel and it's gonna cut that coolant line, and then I'm out on the trails and your boy's done. So, that being said, there's also another issue. If you caught the beginning of the intro, you know that I gotta do an oil change. I did one back before the Outback trip. I did one then. The reason I did one then is because my front output seal was leaking, so I had to do it then. But now, I went to go start the Big Bear up. I always start this up when I don't ride. I try to start it up at least once a week. Maybe more, it just depends on how I feel. The Big Bear I start up once a day. Went to start this up, and I checked the oil, and when I checked the oil, you could just smell gas. So somehow there's gas in my oil. Don't know how. To fix that, I'm just going to just drain the oil out, put new oil in it. Do an oil change. Also got front brakes for it as well. Those are brass. Should be better in the mud. So wait a minute. Yo, I lost a lug nut. This is why you should really check over your machines better. Thing about it is, I ain't even took that wheel off. Huh. I ain't took the wheels off of the Brute and pretty much since I put them on. So it's a little weird. But anyways, guess I'll start with the floorboards first. It'll be the easiest. The oil change will be the easiest, but I just don't feel like fooling with it just yet. So I'm going to just go ahead and start on the floorboards. And yeah, so let's get to it. You already know it ain't no tutorial video, but I will try to walk y'all through it as I figure it out. So, excuse me. The first thing you got to do is take out all the bolts, obviously, to your old floorboard. So Wildboard does not give you any instructions, paper instructions. You have to scan the box, and then this is your instructions. So probably just gonna set y'all up and probably record me doing the passenger side, and then the other side I'm just gonna go ahead and knock on out. So let's get started on that. All the screws out. Now I just got to take these bolts out. I just got to take the bolts out because, see, I mean, besides the little clips right there and little clips back there, I mean, it's pretty much already loose. Just got to take those bolts out. Those bolts are they're 8mm. So, no, I said it wasn't an instructional video, but I try to help you out as much as I can. So, the bolts for these bolts are 8mm, so I'm gonna go ahead and take those out and get back to it. Don't do like me and forget this little push pin right here, because I straight up just forgot about it. So, ow, that was my finger. So make sure to get that, or you're gonna be a little struggling. So really hurt. So I'm gonna get that out, and then, because as you can tell, I've got the whole floorboard out. I mean, it's all out besides that one pesky push pin. All right, so floorboard's off. Man, that looks a little weird without my floorboard. See, the floorboard's off. So you also, if I read the instructions correctly, which me, probably not. All right, so, okay, so you do not need this right here, the factory base. You don't need it. That's what the instructions say. Oh, you're not gonna focus. Okay, of course, though. Once you have the stock floorboards off your machine, you will need to remove your factory base that your floorboards were attached to. Keep the bolts, you would need them. So you need to remove those two bolts right there, and then these two bolts over here. So let's get to it. They are a 14 too, by the way. I don't know if y'all are following my instructions, because I don't know if y'all are following my instructions, because I'm barely following my instructions. But let's go ahead and take these off. I'll be right back. So I've got the floorboard completely off. That looks really, really weird. So now, according to the instructions, you have to start with the base first. Okay, so you're gonna use the bolts that came out of here. We're gonna go right there. So those bolts, pretty much those bolts right there, we're gonna go right here. So put them on and I'll see y'all in a minute. All right, so I've got the floorboards. I've got this all loosely mounted. These are the bolts that are supplied with the kit. So I've got that all loosely mounted. Now, you have to use your factory trim screws. So you got to use your factory trim screws. So these screws right here. No, not that one. These. Them screws right there, you got to put back into these holes. But they go in a certain way, and I will show y'all that when I get to that point. Which actually, I'm actually at that point. So, according to the instructions, you have to go 1, 2, 3, 4. That's how you have to do it. And then on the rear, it's the same way. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's all that way. You start on the outside and work your way in. So outside is 1, the next one is 2, the next one is 3, and then the closest, the inside most screw is the 4th one. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and I'll show y'all the after effects. All right, so don't make the same mistake I did when you're putting the plastic screws back in. Make sure to lift up on the floorboard, because I'm over here struggling, and yeah, if I'd have did that, I'd have been done. But yeah, so that's how it looks. Still got to tighten up these bolts, but so far I like it. All right, so I've now got one of the floorboards on, and I think it looks pretty damn good. Oh, do y'all see all that tire clearance now? Good God almighty, whoa! Boy, look bad. But I'm gonna go ahead and knock out the other side. And I don't know if I'm gonna do the oil change today. I might do it later on. I might do it like tomorrow or something. I ain't gonna record the oil change I might record one for the Big Bear. I ain't gonna do it for the Brute. But just gotta put the floorboard on, the peg on, and the Brute is done. So all right, so now y'all can really see the damage of this floorboard. It's pretty bad. All right, so if you get these floorboards, I'm gonna tell you, don't follow instructions to a T. Install the plastic bolts first before you install these bolts. It just will go a lot smoother. So I'm gonna finish this up. Still gotta do brakes on this big thing, so guess one thing at a time, huh? All right, one more thing. There was supposed to be a bolt. Yeah, I can't see it. There's supposed to be a bolt that goes on that kick plate, but I can't get the bolt in, so I'm not going to worry about it. Might have a slight rattle, but everything else is pretty solid. Going to put the foot pegs on, and this install is done. Oh my God, y'all, I didn't test these floorboards out. They feel amazing. Look at that clearance. Oh my God. Yes, I know I'm missing a bolt right here. I'm just not gonna even worry about it. Yeah, but yeah, this is pretty sturdy. Oh my God, would you just look at this thing now? This four-wheeler is literally starting to become, every time I do something, this four-wheeler is becoming more and more a Brutus. So that's it for this video. I'm gonna do brakes. I ain't gonna record brakes because brakes are boring. I will show y'all my brake pads though. They came from Extreme ATV Parts. Got a sticker I gotta put on my cooler. So that, like I said, they are brass brake pads. Supposed to be better in mud. I'm gonna put that to the test. More than likely I will do a review on these brakes after the fact and all that, so y'all know me. So guys, it's now Sunday. I've now done the brakes on the Brute. Still gotta do oil change on the Brute, still gotta do oil change on the Big Bear. But anyways, I wanted to show y'all my maintenance skills have been lacking, seriously. So this is the brake pad for the Brute. Like, that's pretty bad. I think I had a video, I think I had a picture of the other one. I'll put the picture in right here. But yeah, I've needed front brakes for a while and just was kind of too lazy to do it, I guess. I don't really know what my problem was, but we'll go ahead and knock out these oil changes and then I'll be done. So here's the outro, guys. But I still got a lot of work to do tonight. So the recording for the Brute is done. Gotta do this. So guess I'm gonna go ahead and knock out these brakes. Still gotta do an oil change. Yeah. So catch y'all next time. Peace.